Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. I am Hiba Aslam and our project is Vector Thrust Guidance and Control System. Before I proceed with the presentation, first I will introduce my group members. Sitting right on the keyboard is Mr. Bilal. First in the row is Ms. Samina and adjacent to her is Mr. Ali. This particular view file shows the structure of our presentation. Our objective is to practically implement a thrust vector control system which proves to be much more efficient than conventional missiles, which do not have vector thrust. Instead of thrust vectoring control, these conventional missiles employ aerodynamic surfaces as wings, canards, and tail fins to stabilize themselves during the flight, and also to home on the target. So in order to implement this mechanism, we need to acquire the infrared signature of the target, and the missile will be maneuvered utilizing the infrared signature. Vector Thrust Guidance and Control System finds its applications in vertical and short takeoff and landing capability. This term is used for aircraft that can take off or land vertically or on short runways. In vertical takeoff and landing capability, thrust vector control mechanism can be introduced by vectoring the nozzle at 90 degrees. F-28, F-35, AV-8 are the vertical and short takeoff and landing aircrafts that utilize thrust vector control mechanism. Thrust vector control mechanism is used in shuttles to keep its orbiter in its orbit if it deviates from its path. It is also used in hovercraft or air cushion maneuvering. In thrust reversing, which is temporary diversion of engine's exhaust, this basically helps in slowing down jets just after touchdown, which reduces wear on the brakes and enables short landing distances. This view foil gives a more elaborate picture of thrust vector mechanism. The engine shown is turbofan, and it is a thrust which can be diverted in a particular direction.
Assalamu alaikum. Now I am going to continue the presentation with the topic problem discussion, in which I will cover problem statements, limitations, and assumptions. Problem statements. The problem in conventional missile is that it has less capability to perform intense maneuvers due to the dependence on the flight control surfaces. Also, the external forces such as wind, drag, and lift acting to destabilize the missile needs to be monitored and controlled. There are few limitations of our project. One is that we have not used the military grade equipments as they were expensive and difficult to obtain. Our target is stationary in real launch scenario, and our rocket motor is of medium impulse.